Blackberries. My name is Lauren Fallmeyer with University of Missouri Extension, and welcome to our kitchen. Today we're going to be preparing blackberries with a balsamic reduction sauce. Now I know that might sound fancy, but it's not. Literally, there's only 5 ingredients in today's recipe, and it comes together so quickly, you're going to have a delicious snack or dessert ready to go before you even know it. So let's get started. I mentioned that there's only 5 ingredients. So we have fresh blackberries, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup of balsamic, a little bit of vanilla extract, and we're going to be using about a half to a full cup of just plain yogurt, not vanilla, not anything else that's flavored, because we need an excellent vehicle for this delicious sauce that we're about to make. We have a small sauce pot ready to go on our stove. To it, I'm going to add the 1/4 cup sugar and the balsamic. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a cooking spoon to then just kind of stir this together. So I have turned the heat up to high because what we're going to do is we want this mixture to boil. And what the boiling process is going to do is it's going to bring kind of the tartness out of the balsamic, and it's going to melt the sugars so that instead of having that flavor of a tart vinegar, it's going to be this really delicious, sweet, bright flavored sauce, a reduction that we're going to then add the berries to. Let's let it do its magic here. So the secret to making a really great balsamic reduction sauce is to always kind of keep the pan moving. You always want the mixture to be in motion because of the sugar in the natural sugars in the balsamic, and then the sugar that we added, it can caramelize too quickly and then kind of burn and scald on the bottom of your pan. So it's important to always have some type of movement happening in your saucepan as you're making your reduction sauce. If you're using a non-stick pan at home, one of the things that I suggest doing is using a rubber-ended spoon or spatula, because you don't want to scrape up the bottom of your pan and then cause it to flake off. Since we're using all metal, it's okay for us to use a metal-ended spoon. All right, so you see we have a nice little boil started. We're only about a minute in. So we're just gonna let that keep going. And what we're gonna want is we're gonna want this to coat the back of the spoon, and I'm gonna show you exactly what that means as well. Okay, so our sauce is really starting to come along nicely. So you can see that it's coating the spoon right here. So obviously you don't wanna touch hot metal, right? So we wanna let it cool for just a bit, but we're gonna know that it's ready if I lightly run my finger down, and you can see here that it left a track in the middle. So that means our reduction's ready for the berries. The other helpful reminder that I want to make sure to share with you is anytime you're buying fresh produce from a farmer's market, your local grocery store, farm stands, or at a U-Pick patch, always make sure that you thoroughly wash your fresh fruits and vegetables, no matter where you get them, to make sure you get any field debris, any type of germs or bacteria off of them as well. I'm going to take and pour our fresh blackberries in. And then we're going to toss to coat them. And now I'm going to add about, I don't know, about 3, it calls for 3 drops, but roughly about a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there. We have this really nice sauce with our blackberries, and they're just hanging out now. So I want to show you just a little bit different preparation method if you're going to have company over for brunch, or if you're making a snack for your children, just something to make it feel fancier than what it really is. So I have plain yogurt here in this just basic white serving dish, okay? So the recipe calls for about a half cup, but I have more than enough to create a larger dish here. So what I'm basically going to do, instead of creating like a parfait, I'm going to create maybe a little bit fancier dish here. I have the yogurt spread across the bottom of my dish here. Then I'm going to take And I'm just gonna lightly drizzle our blackberry reduction over the top. And you could garnish this with fresh mint, fresh basil, anything like that to kind of give it a little bit more color. And in just a matter of minutes, you have something that looks fancy, but really it's not. A secret from my kitchen. If you like recipes like this, or you want to check out more, head over to extension.missouri.edu. Just search Seasonal and Simple to find this one and lots of other really great seasonal and fresh ingredients. Until next time, I'm Lauren Fallmeyer with University of Missouri Extension.